Good morning, Rooster Booster. How are we doing today? Awesome. Chad will not be with us, obviously. I will hold down the fort for him as always. I think I need to be on his payroll because I feel like I cover for him a lot, but that's okay. I don't mind doing that. And we have a packed morning for you all. How awesome was it to have our tourism partners here hanging out this morning? Right? Love that. Appreciate y'all being here. We are going to start things off this morning, as always, with our invocation from Susan Montalvo-Gasser with the Catholic Charities Diocese of Owensboro and also Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce board member.
Thank you so much. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God of mercy, you created each of us for some definite service and have given us work that you've given to no one else. Inspired by stories of others, you invite us to make stories of our own by being agents of peace and ambassadors of hope, recalling that we are all neighbors sharing a common community along this river. Reassure us then that love may be found in every place, even if we need to be the person that places it there. Soften our hardened hearts, that we may mend hearts that are broken. Give us courage to light candles instead of cursing the darkness. And when tempted to look away, let us see your face in the marginalized, that they may see you reflected in us. Strengthen us through your Holy Spirit to heal a hurting world by reaching out and lifting up, by binding wounds and washing feet, by planting seeds and breaking bread. Without vision, your people will perish. Help us imagine a community resting secure on pillars of love and care, and give us the grace to build it. We ask this through Jesus, our hope. Amen.
I missed my verse of the day, but I think that got me. That got me. I'm good. We are going to continue on with our Pledge of Allegiance, and super excited today to have a couple of Apollo graduates and players from the Final Four state baseball team. So please welcome up for the Pledge of Allegiance, Gabe Logsdon and Jordan Stevens.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, guys. And a special treat for today, Michael Johnson with Truth Outreach and also a board member here at the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce is going to bless us with his beautiful voice and God Bless America.
Good to see everyone this morning. We need God to bless America, right? We need to allow him to shine his grace upon us today. So sing with me. It's a beautiful rendition of the song. Give me some more volume. A whole lot of volume. We need more. We need more volume. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, right before. God bless America, my home. beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America. God bless America. God bless America. My home, sweet home.
So good. Thank you, Michael. Kind of feel like I could run through a wall. Thank you. And now you all get to kind of visit with each other, so it's time for your Mingle Minute. All right, let's be making our way back to our seats. We have a very special secret shaker today. And our secret shaker today is none other than Alma Randolph Crump with the Alma Randolph Charitable Foundation. Alma, I saw you earlier. Hey, girl, I wanted to call you out and say, get up here and sing, but then you were the secret shaker, and I didn't want anybody to get excited. So who is our winner today from our Mingle Minute? Tina Taylor, come on up. Big gift today. So we have this awesome basket that we think Dave may have taken a few things out of.
Who, me?
Let me just tell y'all what, you're very welcome. There's a bottle of the new Green River Honey Bourbon, Green River Bourbon Glass, 2 free Green River tour cards. We've got some more swag from Green River. We've got a Willow and Pine Owensboro candle, Magnolia Mercantile snack. We've got some Visit Owensboro swag, Kentucky Guitar Works instrument socks, Tone Wood custom earrings, and a Maui's play card. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Alma, when is your all's black and white gala coming up?
Saturday,
August
August 29th.
the 29th, right here. It's always an incredible event, so if you want more information, you come talk to Miss Alma right there and she'll let you know. Now it's time to recognize our new chamber members and settle in, folks, because we have a lot to celebrate today. We are going to kick things off with Benchmark Family Services, a therapeutic foster care agency dedicated to providing stable, caring placements for youth in need of out-of-home care. Benchmark partners with child welfare agencies and foster families to support the physical, emotional, and psychological well-being of children in the least restrictive setting possible. Their mission is to advocate for children by promoting healthy growth, permanency, and supportive family environments through quality care and professional services. Welcome, Benchmark Family Services. Now, y'all know you heard Kitty do that, so y'all make sure and play along. Commonwealth Connections is a Kentucky-based provider dedicated to supporting individuals with disabilities through compassionate, person-centered services, founded on the belief that every person deserves dignity, opportunity, and a sense of belonging. The agency offers day training, residential supports, respite, community living supports, and behavior support services. Commonwealth Connections is committed to helping individuals thrive in their communities while building meaningful relationships, fostering independence, and serving families with the same care and dedication they would their own. Let's welcome Commonwealth Connections. Better. Now we have Cornerstone Community Bank, Owensboro's first new community bank in 29 years, and is owned and operated by the people you know and trust. The bank officially opened in June with over 200 community shareholders and is focused on serving local families, businesses, and farmers with relationship-based banking and local decision-making. Please welcome President and CEO Claude, Market President Andrew Howard, Location Manager Suzanne Story, Business Development Officer Angie Morrison, and Relationship Banker Kelsey Chapman. You can visit, our ccbank.com to learn more. Cornerstone Community Bank in your corner. Welcome, guys. Downtown Owensboro, Inc. is a nonprofit organization formed by the businesses of downtown Owensboro, dedicated to promoting and strengthening the heart of our city. They plan and coordinate vibrant community events, increase awareness of downtown businesses, and represent the interest of our downtown community with city organizations. Their mission is simple: to connect, promote, and advocate for downtown at every level of our community. Downtown Owensboro invites you to join them in making downtown Owensboro a place where businesses thrive and community flourishes. Welcome, Downtown Owensboro. Financial Freedom Partners is an Owensboro wealth management firm founded in 2004, offering holistic retirement planning, investment management, tax planning, and estate planning. Every FFP advisor is a fiduciary, legally bound to act in clients' best interest. No commissions, no product sales, just transparent low fees. Learn more at ffponline.net or 270-240-4752. Let's welcome Financial Freedom Partners. Happy Art Studio is a place where people can come to have fun and relax. At the studio, visitors can choose from hundreds of ready-to-paint pottery pieces and create their own unique designs. The selection includes items such as mugs, cups, bowls, plates, piggy banks, planners, and so much more. Happy Art Studio also offers a variety of program and events, including paint nights that are perfect for date nights or family activities, children's classes and camps, homeschool art classes, adult classes and workshops, and of course, pottery classes. There is something for everyone, regardless of age, from 1 to 100. And if you go to Happy Art Studio on a team building trip with work 3 months ago and text them the day before Rooster Booster and say, "Hey, I think my cup is still there. Will you bring it tomorrow?" They will. Look at that. Let's welcome Happy Art Studio. And thanks for bringing this to me. The Honey Baked Ham Company is known for its signature slow smoked hams, hand glazed with a sweet and crunchy honey coating. Goodness. The company also offers freshly made sandwiches featuring premier ham, turkey, and flavorful toppings served on bakery-style breads. Customers enjoy soups, sides, desserts, and convenient family meal options perfect for lunch, catering, holidays, and gatherings. The new location, coming soon to Owensboro, will also feature, this is really cool, the only honey-baked ham food truck in the country. How cool is that? Bringing its signature flavors directly to local events and communities. Please welcome Honey Baked Ham Owensboro. Mandy Miller, CEO and founder of Positive First Dog Training, has been training dogs professionally for 17 years. Mandy offers private dog training for her clients and specializes in anxiety and excessive barking concerns. I'm gonna drop Birdie off. Thanks, Mandy. She is also an internationally recognized service dog trainer and runs a successful service dog training program right here in Owensboro. Focusing on raising the bar on what is expected in service dogs, exceptionally well-trained dogs that task beautifully for their handlers and are also safe for those around them. Please welcome Positive First Dog Training. ServStack provides managed IT services to businesses across Western Kentucky. The company focuses on friendly, hands-on support without rotating or routing customers through call centers or complex escalation structures. Instead, ServStack builds relationships between technicians and clients through accountability and ownership, providing a consistent point of contact from problem to solution. Face-to-face interaction is encouraged whenever possible, with remote service used strategically, not as a substitute for real relationships. Please welcome to the chamber, ServStack. Simmons Blinds and Drapes is a family-owned and operated business based out of Beaver Dam, owned by Sean and Maddie Simmons. They are proud to offer quality products at affordable prices and unmatched customer service. They offer everything from standard blinds to home automated window treatments and exterior shades and awnings. Simmons Blinds and Drapes has been in business for a year and looks forward to continue growing right here in the Owensboro area. Let's make welcome Simmons Blinds and Drapes. Youth Villages is a national leader in mental and behavioral health committed to finding the most effective solutions to help children, families, and young adults overcome obstacles and live successfully. Working through direct services, partnerships with innovative public agencies, and advocacy, they collaborate to bring positive change to child welfare, children's mental health, and justice systems. Their 5,000 employees serve more than 43,000 children and young adults in more than 100 locations in 29 states. Please welcome Youth Villages. Ooh, let's give it up one more time for all of our new chamber members. That's a lot. That's awesome. Great stuff. Now we are going to continue on the celebration with our Ambassador of the Month. And this month's ambassador that we are going to honor is Pascal Smith with U.S. Bank, who will be getting a gift certificate to Don Mario's. I feel like I've read your name before when I've been in this seat.
He's going for the year.
He is? Yeah. He's got goals. So all you other ambassadors, lock in. Congratulations. Thank you. Now we're going to hear from our sponsor, Mark Calitri with Visit Owensboro.
Thank you. We're all getting a front row seat to the transformation that's happening every day in Owensboro and Daviess County. Just look around. Just across the street, we have our new downtown hotel that's allowing us to attract larger conventions and events. We also have Kentucky's newest indoor sports facility, the Bluegrass Fieldhouse, getting ready to open soon. Churchill Downs brought us Owensboro Racing and Gaming, and Maui's theme park opened, giving us family fun and a lot more activities for our visitors and folks here at home to do. Our major events keep getting better. This past year we had Illuminate, the new art and light experience, and that was a big success. Burger Week set another record with 57 restaurants and over 78,000 hamburgers sold. The Barbecue and Barrels event keeps getting better every year. Our bourbon event is now ranked one of the top 5 bourbon events in the United States, and it was completely sold out. And think about that, one of the top events. Film producers are starting to notice us more and more, and you're going to hear more about that later on in the program. And many of these events that I'm talking about had Dave Kirk's fingerprints all over them, so thank you for putting your heart and effort into all that. And the best part is we're coming off of Owensboro's highest hotel occupancy in the history of this community. And what that means is this past year, more people than ever before in our history visited this community. And those visitors bring what we call good money, and they spend it in our local restaurants, hotels, shops, and local businesses, all lifting our local economy. And we like to say economic development starts with a visit. So before anybody starts a business or they invest in this community or decide to call it their home, they're going to visit here first. That's why it's so important. But also, tourism improves all of our qualities of life. We've had more concerts, more special citywide and countywide events. There's more things to do, more festivals, more activities for you and your family to do right here at home. And we've got a great group of tourism partners here today, and they set up all their displays to welcome you and really put out a lot of hustle and effort. Got here yesterday to set up, early this morning, because it's that important. So we want to thank our tourism partners and that great welcome. I would encourage you to take time and check them out. They've all got new things. They're all trying to enhance their products, and they're working hard. So take time to learn what they have going on. Now, the difference maker in any successful community is our people. It's people that roll up their sleeves, get involved, and want to make a difference. And I want to recognize our outgoing board chair, Claude Bacon, for his 8 years of service, always challenging us to think bigger and pushing to find what's next for this community. Thank you for your service. The good news, while he has big shoes to fill, we've got two rock-solid leaders coming in right behind him, and Will Wathen as our board chairman, and we've got Andrew Howard as our vice chairman and treasurer as well. And we've also got the rest of our board of folks that are committed to helping us. It's Cyan Johnson, Jennifer Somerville, Greg Floyd, Sonny Patel, and our newest member, Lorna Strell. We've got a great board, and we've also got great people in this room that help make a difference. It's our team. We've got an amazing team that shows up every day and puts a lot of effort into making a difference. We've got Teresa and Nicole going to leave here shortly. They've got to catch a flight in just a couple of hours in Louisville. We've just won the opportunity to win a bid for a national car show that'll be coming next year. We can't say the name yet till they announce it tomorrow, but out of every city in the United States, these folks had any place that they could pick, they chose right here. So that's really important. Kirk Kirkpatrick, would you stand up, please? Wave so everybody can see who you are. Thank you for always staying positive, upbeat, and trying to make a difference every day in our community. If you're a young professional out here or some of our new chamber members, you want to get to know Kirk, buy him a cup of coffee, learn from him. He's an example of what a positive person can do when they're wanting to make a difference. So learn from him and maybe gain some advice. So thank you, Kirk. Kim Johnson with Special Olympics. Thank you for your passion and trying to make the community a better place. Because of you, we're bringing back the state Special Olympics softball championships to Owensboro for the second year, and that's a really big deal. It gives Owensboro another chance to show who we are. Now, we're going to need Rooster Boosters' help for that event, but before I ask you to volunteer, I want to tell you a story about a young man named Mark Volman. Mark was born with Down syndrome, and he loved to compete in the Special Olympic events and win medals. And he looked forward to those events all year long. And he'd always say, "It's the best weekend of my life." And Mark passed away this year, and the Special Olympics made a t-shirt. You'll get that. Simply says, "It's the best weekend of my life." The greatest gift anybody can give yourself is to help lift somebody else up. So you never know, by you helping the Special Olympics event, you might be helping somebody else have the greatest weekend of their life. And so all the volunteers will get one of these cool t-shirts. So Kim needs some help. We've got lots of opportunities, so see her before we leave and make a difference any way that you can. And that's what makes Owensboro so special. It's all of us. It's our people. And I truly believe, coming off of what is a record-breaking year, our best days are still ahead of us. We've got a lot of things that we can accomplish, and I'll encourage everybody to keep rolling up your sleeves, keep making a difference, and just believe in your community, and good things will happen. And thank you.
Well, I wasn't expecting to have to hold back tears during the sponsor remarks this morning. Thanks, Mark. So, before we get to our chamber update, I don't know if you all celebrate July the way I do, okay? It is Christmas in July on Hallmark and Great American Family. You know, some of y'all knew that. And I thought, in honor of Meg being here, I thought we needed to help her out. Let's try to we want her to make sure that when she's talking to these production companies, they know Owensboro is a place to bring their project, right? Now, what's one way that it's already up. Didn't know that. One way, okay, I got to talk fast. I was going to say there you go. We're going to identify some people that could be in these films. So, the first one, picture this, Meg. She's a small town girl. And her family owns a Christmas village. But she's gone off to the big city because she wanted to experience life more. Now, she's at a pass. She's got potential big promotion coming up where she can go back and help her ailing father who is having a hard time with the Christmas village. Here's who would be good for that. Bam! That's me. Okay, good.
Bam.
There. Bam! That's me. Fun fact, Dave Kirk took that picture. So here's another one. Picture this. It's a cattle ranch, and it's having some troubles, but they've realized they have a long-lost cousin who's connected to the family who just might be perfect for this role. An old rodeo queen. She comes back to town to help out the family. Good. We'll keep going. Now, if you're trying to find a budding superstar that would be perfect for Christmas in July on Great American Family, you want someone who would look the part, right? So you want someone who would look good on, say, the red carpet of Bachelor Santa, which premiered at the RiverPark Center. Oh. Wow. Thank you, Dave. You had so many options. You could have picked Chad, but you picked me, so thank you. Another one that could be really fun would be if it was an old washed-up cheerleader. You know, one of those who really peaked in high school, who is trying to get her life back together and comes back home because the cheerleading team, which has always been great, it started to fall, and she's coming in to save the day. It's War Memorial Stadium, by the way. Just letting y'all know that's high school football royalty there. Thank you. Just a couple more. There's a girl, and she works for a clothing company, but no one listens to her. They don't listen to her ideas, but you know what's happening in that company? They are sinking. The numbers, terrible. She has great ideas, but no one will listen to her. Well, what happens is the new CEO comes in undercover, and they don't know. Well, they kind of like each other, right? So they start this budding relationship where she has a great idea of making Christmas pajamas that match with your pets. Oh, that's me. R.I.P. Claude. I love you. One more, because this is the best storyline, if you ask me, the baking contest. I love the small town baking contest, but sometimes you need a little extra help. Sometimes you might need to bring along your lookalike daughter, or if it's too hard to believe that you're old enough to have a child that age, we could pretend like it's a niece or a young cousin. Okay, that's all. Dave, you might want to come up here and start talking. I think I've done enough.
Well, that was something. That was good. It was good. All right. All right, how do we recover? Here we go. All right, we've got some special guests in the building today, and if you'll please stand when you're called, but of course we'll hold applause to the very end, and we'll go ahead and get through these here. These first two I really want to draw attention to. Spent a lot of time in Frankfurt over the last couple months, and really did a great job for Owensboro. We brought back a lot of funding thanks to these two, as well as Senator Boswell. So first off, we have Majority Caucus Chair, Kentucky State Representative Suzanne Miles. Kentucky State Representative DJ Johnson. Again, thank you to you two for really keeping Owensboro first and moving us along. We appreciate it. We have Mayor Pro Tem Bob Glenn. We have City Commissioner Curtis Maglinger, City Manager Nate Pagan, Judge Executive Charlie Caslin, Judge Brian Katroki, County Commissioner Larry Conder. The owl looks awesome. If you haven't been to Yellow Creek Park, you need to go check that out. County Commissioner Chris Caslin, Jailer Art Maglinger, and from the Owensboro Public Schools, we have Jeremy Edge. Thank you guys for being here today. All right, hang on. New microphone here. I'm getting used to it. So if you pulled up to Rooster Booster this morning, you saw our chamber member local spotlight, and that is Luke Edmonds. He owns Kona Ice and Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck. Brand placement here. So, hey, you could come in on the way in and get something. They have smoothies, they have coffee, but here's the great news. Oh, I missed out. They're already gone. No, they're not. You can catch it on the way to work when you leave here. So make sure you go visit him. I think Luke, I don't know if he's gone back to his truck. There he is. Luke, thank you for being our member spotlight and providing that. They are now available for booking. Well, we had a ton of June ribbon cuttings. We had the American Red Cross of Western Kentucky, and we had Nothing Bundt Cakes. We had the Volunteers of America, Mid-States Freedom House, incredible property that just opened up. I believe O'Brien Contracting did that. So good job, Sean. It looks wonderful. And July, we've got some fun on the horizon. We have Maui's Indoor Theme Park, and again, that's July 10th at 4:30. Bring your families. That's going to be a heck of a fun ribbon cutting right there. And speaking of fun, Chamber After Hours. Join us at Baird for their new location. This will be Tuesday, July 14th at 4 p.m. Again, there'll be a ribbon cutting, there'll be food, there'll be drinks. Incredible facility. Again, this is a national company with local people investing in our community. So thank you, Baird, for doing that. We appreciate you. We have our Chamber Ambassador formal lunch. That will be Wednesday, July 15th at noon at the Chamber of Commerce. That'll be on the 3rd floor. RSVP is required. Please RSVP to Kitty Jones at kjones@owensboro.com. Really special thing coming to Owensboro, and it's coming to Owensboro. It's not coming to every community in the Commonwealth, and this is a big thanks to Susan Montalvo-Gasser. This is the People of Hope Traveling Museum. It doesn't matter if you're Catholic or not. This is something you need to stop by and see. We're going to have a welcoming ceremony Monday, July 27th. It's going to be right here outside the Convention Center. Again, that's at 10 a.m., and our very own Susan is featured in that. We cannot wait to experience it. And it'll be here more than just that day, but that'll be the official welcoming. Chamber Young Professionals, this is the First Responders Barbecue. I believe this is tomorrow, if that date is correct. Yeah, July 10th, 10:30 to 1 p.m., presented by Wendell Foster, and like I said, partnering with our Chamber Young Professionals. There'll be food, sweet treats, games, prizes. Again, that's at 10:30, closing at 1 at the Wendell Foster Sensory Park. Chamber Young Professionals Coffee and Conversations will be Tuesday, July 14th at 7:30 at the Cottage. Amped Up Artistry, of course, we had phase 1. This will be phase 2, the unveiling. Brand new art projects. Of course, these are those, the power boxes that are next to the stoplights that are now covered in art. So again, that will be Saturday, July 18th at 9 a.m. We'll do that at the Chamber parking lot. The trolley will be available, and of course, Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck will also be there. Please RSVP to cyp@owensboro.com. And this is just a friendly reminder, if you are in CYP, make sure that you're sending in your RSVP to that email address so we can keep up and plan with how many people are going to be there. Active Wellness with Pure Bar at White Chateau, Thursday, July 23rd. It sounds like a beautiful place to do some Pure Bar. That will be from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Again, free produce, honey baskets from Cecil Farms, but you need to bring your own yoga mat or towel. Sounds like they're going to be getting after it there. Sounds fun. All right, formal luncheon, Wednesday, July 29th. That's going to be at 11:30 at the Chamber of Commerce, and that is thanks to the Goodfellows Club. Again, RSVP to cyp@owensboro.com. All right, Leadership Owensboro. Of course, we just had graduation. That was thanks to River Valley Behavioral Health, an incredible program. We packed the house at the Chamber to recognize these people that graduated. Just an unbelievable ceremony. And first off, if you are a Leadership Owensboro graduate, stay tuned because I'm going to call on you in a second. I need you to tell these people that are getting ready to get their applications. We had over 100 people, 108 nominations for Leadership Owensboro. I believe that is a new record. Shows value in the program that people want to do this. Class of 2027, those applications will be coming to you soon. Julia's been sending those out this week. They are due Friday, July 31st. Visit chamber.owensboro.com for details. And like I said, Leadership Owensboro. If you're a graduate of Leadership Owensboro, can you please stand for me for a sec? It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Yeah. So Leadership Owensboro alumni are going to have a coffee social coming up. That is Thursday, July 16th. That'll be at 7:30 at Gramps. And they really want your feedback. So if you are, like I said, a graduate that we just recognized, please scan the QR code there. The committee has put together a survey that they want to get feedback from you of what do you want to see, what do you want to do, where do you want to be. So please take that survey. Again, you can scan the QR code there to provide the feedback. CEO Owensboro, we're getting ready to get started on that, August 13th and 14th, so we look forward to welcoming that new cohort. Events and Communications, Brewed for Business, that is part of our minority coalition. We just had our second Brewed for Business in the afternoon. You can see Aralis there sharing a testimonial. Several partners. I know I see Pasquale. He's everywhere, by the way. If you don't know Pasquale Smith, the guy's everywhere. Great ambassador. We appreciate you. A lot of resources for different businesses, either women-led or minority-owned. That continues to go very well for us. Hey, Independence Bank, thank you. Shop Owensboro Summer Edition, it's coming. That's Saturday, July 25th. Participating businesses are already up on your screen. Now, you can still register. Again, doesn't cost you anything to register to be featured here, but a wide variety of businesses. Again, the deadline to register is July 17th. And again, the event is Saturday, July 25th. I see Mark Marsh in the back, Owensboro Health. Got to say thank you to you guys for our Chamber Golf Classic. You know, this is we like to say the golf tournament in Owensboro. It's so much fun. I want to recognize our Platinum Photo Golf and player cart sponsors, OMU, Hart's Contracting, Southern Star, Harding and Szymanski, Big Rivers, and then the Moore Automotive team, as well as all of our gold and whole and food sponsors. That event is sold out, so it's not even, we're like early July and there's no spots left. So that just is a testament. Katie's doing a great job with events, and thank you for making it happen. Oh, I almost missed my cue. So last Rooster Booster, and if you've seen our silly videos, Katie comes up with these just fantastic fun ideas that we put out on social media. We've got a new project at the Chamber, and we've been holding it as a secret. Some of you may know, so without further ado, here's the big secret of what's happening in the vault.
While we have you, you think you could play us a little tune?
I'd be happy to.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So,
Literally,
so
you
much.
could talk to a wall, and they would be in,
and then become
and they
besties.
feel special.
33%
Of your
weird stuff,
creativity,
creative
yes,
stuff
yeah.
that I want to do. And luckily, a lot of those creative bites wind up being people's favorite.
Well, I was definitely the student that got told you talk too much on your report card, right? I mean, I got sent out of class.
Me too. Can you imagine?
Right? I know, it's crazy.
And it's not just because you get to walk around with the huge gavel, you know, the whole,
Yeah.
on stage. That's not
Yeah, exactly. That is the biggest gavel I think I have ever seen.
Kitty Jones, BADASS.
We're so excited, Kyle, to have you and Andrew with Cornerstone Community Bank. First off, congratulations. You guys are open.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Chamber for allowing us to sponsor this podcast. I think this is going to be very beneficial for our community.
Our Miss Julia Kimbrell Brooks, Director of Talent and
Just talent. That's all. Just talent.
So that's the secret. We've got a brand new podcast that will launch next week. That will be July 16th. We're not going away from publications. We'll still have a lot of publications that we'll put out. But the thing about digital media, which is a lot of my background, is, once you put that out there on video and on podcast, again, this will be on YouTube, Spotify, it always is out there, right? And if you're a company and you get to tell your story, we do have some sponsorship opportunities available. That lives out there forever. You can share it on social media. You can put it on your website. So always looking at ways to add member value for our membership. So really looking forward to launching that. Again, there are sponsorship availabilities, rather. OMU, I want to say thank you to you, to Tim and the team out there in Ashton. This would not be possible without your support, and it just goes to show the investment that you're putting into the community, into the chamber. We appreciate you, and of course, Wonderboy Media. How about that video right there? Drew, you continue to do great work. Again, if you're gonna do something, we're big believers. You got to do it right. You got to hire a local chamber member to make sure that comes out. So every month will be different features of Businesses of the Year from the prior year, different topics, and again, there are sponsorship availabilities out there. You can email or call Katie for that. That'll do it for me. Appreciate you.
What does it say about me that we talked for like 30 minutes and the clip is talking about me talking too much? My mother will not be surprised at all. So excited to bring back up the golden voice. Michael Johnson is here, and he is going to introduce our speaker today.
All right. We're having a good time. Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful. On the behalf of our board chair, Sean Patterson, and the entire board of directors for the Chamber of Commerce, welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you to our sponsors of Visit Owensboro, Mr. Mark, and the crew, and all that they do. Thanking also for our Chamber of Commerce. You're part of an awesome organization. If you're a part of the Chamber, and if you're not, you need to join. It's a great place to be and a great place to get connected and partner. So we thank all of them. All of this that you see, they put it on, and they do a great job. And I just want to mention the names. And of course, you know Mr. Dave, the president, CEO, Kurt, Kitty, Julia, Katie, and Amanda. They do an amazing job. So thank you. It makes our board of directors' jobs easy, to be a part of this. So we thank them. I had the distinct honor and pleasure to introduce our very, very special guest today, Ms. Meg Fister. Meg Fister is the executive director of the Kentucky Film Office, where she leads statewide efforts to attract and expand film, television, and media production across the Commonwealth. As the office inaugural director, she works closely with government leaders, business partners, and local communities to position Kentucky as a premier production destination, while creating meaningful economic opportunities for businesses across the state. Amazing. Ms. Fister brings a dynamic background in both entertainment and nonprofit leadership. Prior to her current role, she spent more than a decade as a film and television producer at NBCUniversal and Warner Bros. Her earlier career includes senior artistic and casting roles at Center Theater Group in Los Angeles and Actors Theater of Louisville. With deep industry connections and a passion for storytelling, Fister is focused on elevating Kentucky's national profile, strengthening its film infrastructure, and building a sustainable ecosystem that ensures the impact of production extends far beyond the screen. Please help me welcome Ms. Meg Fister.
Hi. Thank you guys so much for letting me come speak to you this morning. I love being in Owensboro. I was born in Louisville. I was raised a UK fan. And I moved to Los Angeles to work in entertainment years ago because I thought that's where I had to be. And I was a creative producer, and I developed TV shows and films. And over the last decade, realized how little of it I was doing in Los Angeles and how much the industry had expanded globally. I only filmed one show in my entire career in LA. Everything else shot internationally or in other states. And so I was kind of excited 3 years ago when the Kentucky legislature passed the tax incentive here again. And I remember going to my head of production at Universal and saying, you know, I know we're budgeting this show for Arizona, but I heard Kentucky has this tax incentive, and I'm really excited about maybe going back to my home state, and could we look at it? And so there's been this kind of momentum building since that law was passed, and people in the industry in LA have started to really look at our state. And so I feel so honored to be at the film office, to be back here, and to help this industry grow. Because I think if you look at the headlines, there's been a lot of negativity about what's happening in Hollywood. LA is pretty low in production levels right now, but it's only been positive here. And it's just so exciting to be in somewhere that there's just growth. So why is Kentucky uniquely positioned to take on this role as a film leader in the United States? I mean, one is that we have an extraordinary location variety. You know, within 60 miles in Kentucky, you can get mountains, you can get valleys and plains, you can get hollers, you can get horse country, you can get urban cities. And for producers, you know, time is money. We have to get to these things quickly and get a real diversity of shots. And so if you're in a big state like a Texas or a California, I mean, it takes hours to get to some of those different locations. And so Kentucky can really position itself as this asset of locations. We also have this skilled local crew base growing here. You know, our crews came up in the independent feature side, which is really, you know, your lower budgets and your, like, need to stretch every single penny. So our crews are fast, and they're really good at kind of pivoting. You know, if it's gonna snow tomorrow, then the crews here are able to quickly get our producers into a new space. And that's an incredible asset that other states don't have. And then we have supportive communities. You know, what's really exciting is if you are bringing some business opportunity to our cities and our municipalities, our leaders here are excited about it. They're willing to get on the phone. They're willing, I mean, I have mayors handing out their cell phone numbers to producers, and it's such an asset that we are that welcoming and we are that quick, that our leaders really value what these businesses bring, both as an economic driver, but also just as their ability to showcase the beauty of Kentucky. And that helps us move the needle of getting productions here. So a little bit about today's landscape. I mean, I don't know if everyone's reading Deadline every day like I am, which don't. But over the last decade, there's been this growth in volume across, like, globally on the screen. You know, we're seeing shows that are made in Korea, we're seeing shows that are made in Norway, and it's all being acquired by these big streamer services or these big networks. And at the same time, because of so many disruptions in our economies, like inflation, pandemics, the contraction and mergers of some of these companies, the traditional hubs like LA and New York are really struggling. They're at all-time lows. And so producers are looking to new territories where they can find more value from their production dollars, and they can get things done quicker because the networks and the streamers are acquiring from anyone. It doesn't have to be made in New York. And also technological advances. You know, I know that the industry is still, like, learning what AI is going to do and how it's going to shape it, but it's also allowed filmmakers to access the industry much quicker. You know, you can shoot a whole movie on an iPhone now because we all have the technology in our pockets mostly. And so that gives the budding creators a chance to get in. They don't have to buy a $40,000 Sony camera. They can start making things, and they can put that content out, and they can edit that content at home. So we're in an exciting moment in the industry where independent film and television is kind of coming back and probably will be the king for the next decade. And I want Kentucky to be king of that. So even though you hear the mixed about the landscape, it's still increasing its spend year over year, and they're planning to reach $248 billion, or they did in 2025. So it's a huge industry, and we definitely want to be a part of it. The economic impact for Kentucky, you know, since the law was passed 3 years ago and the film office was funded at the Cabinet for Economic Development, we have seen over almost 300 projects now in the state, and they have spent roughly $785 million in Kentucky, creating 27,000 plus jobs. This tax credit program that we offer is a fully refundable tax credit. Some of the states offer these transferable credits where you have to also hire a broker and sell it. It's not as appealing to producers. We have one of the top incentives in the country, and everyone is taking notice of it. I'm getting calls daily about it. Even our new legislation that comes into effect that the General Assembly passed has shored up a lot of the things that we learned in the last few years and really strategically positioned us in our region to be a top player, but also is being really cognizant of how we want to grow this economy that really benefits our Kentuckians. And as a national context, you know, there's nearly 2 million US workers in the film industry. And we're seeing every day that it's not just film and television and media that needs these skills, that are utilizing these tools. Now it's a lot of businesses who are learning that storytelling is a vital part of business. And they need to do podcasts, and they need to have shows and have a YouTube presence, because this is how we tell our stories across the world. Also, the opportunity couldn't be clearer now about screen tourism. You know, a lot of people are seeing that people want to visit the places that they see on their screen. And so it's a huge boost for our tourism economy, and luckily we have such a great partnership with our very skilled tourism communities in Kentucky, because they are the people that know how to sell this state. We're working with them to show that Kentucky has an opportunity to increase year-round tourism spending because they saw that Hallmark movie and that adorable downtown, and they want to come and live in it. It allows Kentucky to elevate its brand and say, this is what Kentucky has to offer. This is how we want to show Kentucky. You know, I think it's really important. When I was in Los Angeles and I said I was from Kentucky, you know, people just sort of assumed we were just a part of the South. Right? They could identify that maybe we're like nearby these states, but they didn't know that we had such a unique heritage that sets us apart from other southern states. You know, we have this deep music culture, we have this incredible food culture, and it's an exciting moment to start to showcase that to larger audiences even more and tell authentic Kentucky stories from Kentucky creators. And it's a really cool place to connect people emotionally to our towns and to our landscape. You know, when you see a Hallmark movie on a gorgeous horse farm, or you see a horror film they just shot in Shaker Village, and you're like, it's incredibly creepy and really well done. Or you have these gorgeous distilleries and people get excited about the culture of bourbon here. Or we have these incredible natural bridges and arches. It's really exciting to help those hidden gems not be so secret globally. So what are we doing at the Film Office for all of you? So, the State Film Office works for you, and we want to be a central hub that's available to all Kentuckians. So we have just launched, as of July 1, our new film website at filmkentucky.org, and it's a place to give information about our incentive so that producers all around the world can also go there and get it. It's a place for our crews, our vendors, and our locations to list and for us to market them, and that's available statewide and free. It's a place for us to showcase our economic impact to the world and to Kentuckians so that they know how this is affecting their communities. And it's a direct connection to us. We are available, we are there to answer questions, to help. If a production is if you have questions about a production coming to your town, if you have a question about what you need to prepare for, that's why we're there. We have this new database that a lot of the municipalities around this state are also adopting, including Western Kentucky Film Commission. So you will be able to sign up for free as a crew member or as a business, a restaurant, a catering company, a dry cleaner. I mean, we need all of these things in film. And we can showcase that statewide and then in your region as well. And it's a way for business owners or property owners to monetize this industry coming into their community. We're also helping showcase what Kentucky has to offer. The larger the database that we have, the more producers will say, oh, I didn't know I could hire the entire crew from Kentucky. I didn't know I could qualify all of my expenditures in Kentucky with all these vendors. So it's exciting. And when you think locations, it's not just your house. Like if you have a warehouse, if you have an old gas station, they need all sorts of looks. So I'd really push you to think about what are the assets that we have that could be a film set. And we're actively building resources that will be available free on our website. So if you are interested in listing, we're gonna have a sample location agreement so that you can go there and say, okay, this is what I need to ask the production to protect my property. These are the kind of standards that I need to make sure that everything is above board. These are the codes of conduct that we recommend that film production adhere to in our communities, and we want our municipalities to have that so that they can put in their own noise ordinances or their permitting process so that it's a lot faster and more streamlined for both sides. Because when producers come to town, they want to follow whatever would be the most helpful to the town, but they want that access and that knowledge as quick as possible. So in trying to kind of build up that and make people prepared and ready. We don't want to get calls like in the past where a filming is happening at a business and they've taken all the parking and for all the other businesses around and no one notified those businesses. So we're trying to help make sure that the experience is good for us and the experience is good for them. So our vision for growth here in the Commonwealth is really to, yes, attract more productions, but it's also to support our Kentucky businesses, showcase our incredible businesses, to grow our local jobs, to have crew members who, like me, grew up here and don't have to move away, who could stay here and work in this sector and can have full-time jobs. And so that's why the legislature expanded the incentive eligible productions to include commercials, to include music videos and gaming, because we want people to be able to work year-round. We want our crew members to level up. We want the next crew levels to come in and take those jobs. We want to increase our overnight visitation to our hotels and our cities. We want people to come tour these beautiful places they've seen on their screens. And we really want to tell authentic Kentucky stories. I think it's really important to us that it's not just about Kentucky being any other place, right? You know, yes, we can comp for other cities and we can comp for other towns. We can be Scotland and we can be basically anything but desert. And I had tell people then we have sound stages to be desert. But I want to also tell stories that are about Kentucky. I want our TV shows that are set in Kentucky. You know, I want our Nashville. I want our NCIS New Orleans. I want identifiable things. So we're actively talking to and sharing that goal to our industry. And then we want to build Kentucky as an internationally recognized destination. You know, you see it on screen, you come here because this is where you want to visit and tour. And that's all I have for you all today. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. I feel very safe to say that they have the right person in the position. You can hear the passion, and I can think of no one better to try to sell Kentucky to the world than a Kentucky girl. So thank you so much. I lost my paper. I need that, okay. Well, we are going to take a look into Broadway. We have a little video, so take a little gander at that. There you go.
Good morning, Rooster Booster. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, that's Chad. Why is he not at Rooster Booster? And you may be wondering also, like, why is he standing on a Broadway stage like he owns it? Okay, here's the deal. I actually had a scheduling conflict that I couldn't get out of. It's called vacation. But there's some important business to deal with, and I decided that I needed to be here, at least in spirit, to help share some really exciting news. First of all, let's give you a walk around here. Whoop, whoop. Inside the RiverPark Center. Good 360. Hey, Lauren! Okay, so I could have dealt with vacation like a normal person, but I am Chad Benefield, and I think I'm sort of legally obligated to make things a bigger production than they really have to be. So, RiverPark Center, Broadway series, here we go. So a Broadway series announcement is not something that you can just casually mention. So I did what any responsible theater kid would do. First of all, I changed clothes. And I brought it someplace that can handle this level, my level, of drama. A Broadway stage!
Here it is, your 2026-2027 Broadway series at RiverPark, presented by Owensboro Health.
First up, Waitress. A story full of heart, resilience, and one of the greatest supporting characters in musical theater history. Hi. Next, The Music Man, a true Broadway classic and a reminder that some people can, in fact, sing their way out of trouble, my friend. Oh, we got trouble. Don't worry, Eveline, no one's going to bring you no bad news as the series rolls on with The Wiz, a legendary journey down the yellow brick road reimagined for the stage. And yes, I'll be humming ease on down the road for the rest of the day. Then RiverPark welcomes Stomp. Give me a broom and give me a trash can. Rhythm becomes storytelling, and where I personally feel seen because I also communicate primarily in noise and timing. Then Mannheim Steamroller Christmas returns to RiverPark, a holiday tradition that arrives every year exactly when you're not emotionally ready for it. Then RiverPark invites you to a tri-state premiere, a brand new musical, Mystic Pizza, a story about friendship and music and figuring out who you are along the way, which honestly feels like most of us, just with better soundtrack options and pizza. And finally, Menopause the Musical, a celebration of life and humor and shared experience that I will respectfully observe from a safe distance while laughing loudly in the very back row.
What a season! 7 incredible performances coming to the RiverPark Center. I may have missed Rooster Booster this morning, but there was no way I was going to miss the chance to get to announce the 2026-2027 Broadway series presented by Owensboro Health. Now, one bit of advice to you before I go. You got to get your tickets early, and I will see you at the theater.
One, it's very hard right now for me not to break into She Used to Be Mine. I'm pretty hyped about that. Two, y'all, he wears me out. Is that, it's like, oh, but I love him. So this is a really cool thing for everyone here. You have an opportunity to get a discount off of new Broadway season ticket subscriptions. So there's an opportunity for a 10% discount. You just scan the QR code on the screen, complete the form, and then your exclusive discount code will be emailed to you when the new season subscriptions go on sale. Don't forget, stop by the RiverPark Center's table here today on your way out for a photo op, and you can be entered for a chance to win 2 tickets to Happy Together on August 16th at the RiverPark Center. The next Rooster Booster, I don't remember the date, but I do know that for my city school parents, it's the first day of school. So saddle up, baby. It's going to be a long day. Thank you for being here. Meg, thank you for being here. Mark, thank you to Visit Owensboro for everything that you all do, not just today. Guys, have a great day. Thanks for being here this morning.